predict this is because it's MLE. And this league always delivers.
Putting it into the right side. That's off the back. Taylor's going to score! Okay, 5 seconds left. He's got it up the sidewall. This is a shot. It's going to be off the nose. The carry's off the back. 10-5 ties the game! Big Leo, are you going to do something insane?
Lights, camera,
Always wishing for something to come true. What can you do when, baby, you know the love got you, love got you, love got love got you.
sec. We gotta. Oh,
People watching.
oh, there he is. Hey,
That's the homie right there.
what's up? Welcome back. We needed some nonsense to continue the evening. Lychee, Grand CFO, we are getting started with the third series of the night. This wonderful animation, by the way, made by Jackwood Hug in the video on server. So thank you very much, Jack. We love the way the cartoon eggs are
Last
bouncing.
minute edition, by the way.
It's awesome. It's awesome. The way this all came together is absolutely incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, Champion League. It's still twos, but we are one rung higher on the MLE skill ladder. That's happening right next to me, I guess. Yeah. It's the Rhino. I'm recovering from this now. It's the Rhinos and the Sabres, ladies and gentlemen. The Rhinos have been making a name for themselves this entire season, and so are the Sabres. Two teams with animals known for some long type of protuberance. Yeah, they're both absolutely at the top of their game, and they're facing off tonight.
It is going to be fun. This one particularly, because not only are we going to see this one tonight, we're going to see it again tomorrow for threes. These two teams are going to be here, the Rhinos and the Sabres, in twos, CL, and then tomorrow you get the exact same thing, but with an extra person on the field. So this is already a testament to the franchises themselves. And in fact, the Rhinos, they have picked up 3 conference titles. The Sabres have also done 3 conference titles, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, yeah, I'm not mistaken. All of those conference titles for those 2 franchises happened this season.
Wow. I mean, you don't get much more of a better run as a franchise than that. I know that the Sabres specifically, the Sabres are the majority of, or not the majority, but a very large group of the Sabres are the Jets from last season. So there's already kind of an established amount of chemistry there, which definitely helps. New management at the Sabres, Mopel and Maple. One letter off, but they make an absolutely fantastic management duo. They are the ones that have kind of managed this whole franchise to give them those 3 conference titles, and they have done an absolutely fantastic job.
They really have. And even on the other side, you have Red and Mayhem. Now, Mayhem has been there from the beginning of my MLE career back in Season 11. I always remember Mayhem. We played 4-mans together. It was a great time. But so I'm kind of rooting for the Rhinos. I got to be honest. Because we're not casters, we can actually have some bias.
Yes,
I mean, we've been doing it all night. There's the plus right there. So I'm going to start with predictions. I'm going to go with Rhinos on this one. They've been great. I'm also a little bit biased, but they also won CL2s in Season 9. So they've been here before. They could. I'm not going to say easily because of how good their seasons have been.
Yeah.
But I'm really confident in the Rhinos taking this one.
I have to agree. The heart says Sabres because a lot of them are my ex-teammates, and they are ridiculously good players. But the brain, from watching the Rhinos all throughout the season, they have some ridiculously talented players. Yeah. The end of view is just cracked in any way you could possibly imagine. Spidey, I have long said, if you give that player time in the air, you are dead.
Yeah,
he will dance circles around you in the air. So
he'll swing webs.
I'm not going to go as far as to call what game it's going to happen, but unfortunately for the Sabres, I do think that it is going to be the Rhinos taking it. So that's my call.
It's fair. I'm going to be honest. It's 100% fair with that. I mean, you have two very fierce competitors. I think I'm going to say I've been 2 for 2 tonight. I'm going 3 for 3.
Okay, well, you know what? That's fine because if you go 3 for 3, then that means I'm right. At least for this
fair
one.
Enough, fair enough. We'll, hey, 3 conference titles, 3rd series of the night. 3 is an important number, I hear. So
yeah, it's lining up that way. It's lining up that way.
3rd time's a charm.
We'll have to see if you're right. Ladies and gentlemen, Champion League, Rhinos and Sabres coming at you courtesy of a very fantastic upcoming caster duo, Kendo and Chef Billy. Go for it, boys.
Yep, no problem, babe. What's up, everybody? Little bit of a technical difficulty. I feel it. I feel it. I feel you on that. It happens.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Give me my ground, my man. Give me my ground. Okay, here we are. You know what? I'm gonna bumble things. It's been 5 years. 5 years since I was on the precipice of where we are right now. I'm even wearing a little bit of a memorabilia shirt to go back and think about it. But 5 years since the Season 4 Twos Championship that I got to partake in, Billy. And now, looking all the way back there to all the way now, over 9 seasons of minor league esports later, it's not just one single league. It is a plethora of advances. It's a plethora of opportunities for people to grow themselves. And here, right in the thick of it, we go twos and we go to the champion league. Kendo Slice here alongside Chef Billy. Proper introductions aside, Billy, it is a pleasure to share the booth with you, to take part in what is going to be a fantastic bout.
You know, I have been savoring this moment for so long. You and I have been trying to hook up in the casting booth for so long. It has finally happened. The stars have aligned, but you know what? The real stars are going to be on the pitch tonight. Number 2 versus number 7. Sabres versus Rhinos. They've all taken Rhinos in the predictions. I mean, just because they are ranked lower, I call them the underdogs. You kind of set me straight on the straight and narrow there. But I'm going to actually go against this. I actually think that the Sabres are going to make a series out of this. I think we might actually hit another Game 7 here as we head into game number 1, my friend. This is starting off Champion League. I think Sabres take it 4-3.
Interesting factoid from this one, though, Billy. You're looking at 3 of the top 4 MVPRs throughout the regular season. And off the bat, the one who's not on that list is going to score first. It's the Sabres.
Mopol, one of the tandem manager duos for the Sabres, gets the easy doink. Near post. Love to see it. 1-0, 6 seconds in.
Absolutely insane to think about, and that was going to be my big question. What is Maple able to do to make sure that they keep up with this? And right now, no questions whatsoever in the mind of the Sabre side. But I never got my prediction in, Billy, and I want to get it in. In my opinion, you look at the statistics, the underdog, according to their record, the 7th seed Rhinos are actually the overdog. This is a team that is favored in this match, and I gotta go with the Rhinos.
I mean, it's been the narrative of my entire playoff season is going with the quote-unquote underdog. But if you're calling them the overdog, I have to go the other way. So, Sabres are going to be the underdogs here. That's going to be a long-distance goal. Buttermilk Biscuit, what a save off the goal line.
My goodness, that was extremely close, and now they'll be able to push this one out. Chance for the 2v1. 50-50 win, but is it Maple or Mopple? I'm gonna have to double check. Get in my ear just to make sure. I was under the impression it was a snazzy misspelling, but no misplays on the pitch. They're up 2-0.
Mopple and Mobble are the two of them, by the way, the two management duos. 1 letter difference between them.
Mopple
and Mobble. And Mobble has a 2-stack on the board now. Minute 16 in, Kendo.
There we go.
And I tell you what, Sabres have come out with fire in their eyes, and they are ready to take this.
The battle for the Ivory just getting started, though, as both of these creatures of habit are looking to create within the championship spectrum. Butterfly does get this centered, but there will be no answer whatsoever. Here comes Spidey. That's an open net. That's a shot. That's a goal. And they're going to get one back.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of overzealousness there. And look at that, just a little on the brakes. Spidey says, see you later, sucker. Open net. There is 1 goal difference between these two teams. Now, not even 2 minutes off the clock. This is already starting to measure out to be a banger.
Speaking of bangers, off of the kickoff, the Sabres are getting such good push. It's worrisome, Billy, because if they are able to continuously get that kind of ground in the face-off circle, they will be able to score themselves a couple extra opportunities throughout the game. Now Mopple, be high off the backboard, has the follow, but is going to miss out on the touch altogether. Does Buttermilk Biscuit have the follow? No, not this time around, and a demo will call the press.
Well, I mean, I don't hate that. I mean, they were looking more for positioning rather than getting a good shot off of, especially with Moppel being so far deep in the offensive third. So Moppel going aerial on this guy, shot a goal. What a save from Spidey off the top woodwork, and now they're breaking the other way. End of you looking to end this 1-goal deficit.
Let's see as this ball will be pushed into the far corner. An End of you looking to bring it through. Gonna be high, lofted touch, but falling out of the box as Spidey looks to reset the offense. Won't be able to until End of you finally gets to it. A little bit of a couple miscues there, but somebody finally gets the shot on.
Well, hearing from our wonderful producer Justin, JSA for everybody else, it is Mopel, like you're mowing your lawn.
Mopel, okay.
Mopel, gotcha.
You know what? Not too often the caster will have to apologize. You know what? The caster also has a right to completely and utterly butcher your name. So we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to treat the moment with grace. And Mopel, good luck out there. You've already shown yourself to be very good at what you do. Can you finish off the 2-goal lead here early? Buttermilk Biscuit just needed one more touch. Will not find pay dirt.
Well, you know, I mean, Buttermilk has been kind of silent here. We've got one demo out of the beginning of or here in the mid part of the game, but really has been silent on the ball. It's been a lot of Mopel creating and dicing and slicing, and oh my God! The touch off the back there, End of you. I mean, look at this. Just the whiff there from 2 people, little dink off the side, and then just to finish it right there. Buttermilk tried a valiant effort to get back onto that. 3 unanswered coming out of the Rhinos. 79 seconds left on the clock. Kendo, this is starting to get a little tense.
It's why priority is so important in twos. You want to stay on the ball, stay with the possession, and Mopel will get a little help. Get a majority of the heavy lifting.
I mean, what a fantastic look here. Just absolutely stares End of you down. And then Buttermilk, little kiss off the back, and you love to see it.
Oh, here we go again. Face-off number 7 in game number 1, and I get the feeling we are in for a doozy with the back and forth that we have gotten so far. Biscuit's going to miss out. This is a chance for a 2-goal swing. End of you, however, the mishandle of the breakaway will once again see a missed opportunity. Until they get that ball working together, they will convert.
I mean, look at this bump that comes in on Buttermilk Biscuit. Spidey, nice little kiss from there. And End of you does not find any errors. Going into the back of the goal there. Man, this is back and forth action. This is the ping pong match that I was expecting. These 2 teams battle tested, both of them taking down the number 1 seeds in their respective conferences, and now they're laying it all to bear here in our grand final tonight. 1-goal lead, 45 seconds left on the clock.
Here comes the Sabres. They're not going to go down without a fight in Mopel. The setup from Buttermilk was there. There just wasn't enough cook time behind it. They didn't get the chance to rise to the occasion. They still do have 25 seconds left. Can they get another biscuit in the oven? Not this time around. And End of you and Spidey will work this one out together.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Rhinos have learned now that Mopel and Biscuit are working deliciously in tandem together. 8 seconds left on the clock. Mopel with the ball. Oh! The shot. The follow.
No! Oh, it's just so close, and the Sabres will fall by the wayside in game number 1. That being said, Rhinos, brilliant first game, and they will come out on top despite not having a majority of the offense.
I mean, come on. That's just exactly what you want to see coming out here. Game number 1 in the Champion League Grand Finals. And they come out swinging. They got punched in the mouth in the beginning, though. The rolling pin was definitely coming out from the Sabres, but then they were able to get themselves back into the conversation, an early goal to answer back. They had a 1-goal deficit, then they equalized, and then they started pulling away. The physicality definitely was upped by the Rhinos. The Rhinos not taking this lying on their back. That's what you want to see, my friend. They are ready to fight. They are ready to go.
And we are getting ready to go into game number 2. And I just take one more look at the stats. Mopal, the one who we did not have very much information on as far as that top 10 statistics go. Yeah, the information is there throughout the season, but I got this big old highlight reel right in front of me that says Buttermilk Biscuit, that's number 1, is Spidey at number 2, and NDU number 4 throughout the regular season. Mopal's coming out on top, and it's a sign of promise for the Sabres down the road.
I mean, this could turn into a protracted series, Kendo. That's what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for an immediate answer back coming out of the Sabres. Buttermilk Biscuit has got to get more physical on the ball. We did see one demo out of them, but they've got to have more intention behind their passes. Mopal! Wow. That was fast.
That was very fast. And slightest of misses turns into tragedy. 4 seconds in. It will be the Rhinos going up early. And if you are the Sabres, that's not how you want to start things out, especially with how closely matched you showed yourself in game number 1.
Well, I mean, my big focus right now, Kendo, is going to be on Buttermilk Biscuit because Mopal absolutely showing their class in the last game. Mopal with the ball, shot on goal, there it is. Equalizer, not even 10 seconds apart. That is what you want to see. That is the immediate clapback, and I mean, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. What a touch, though. Still, I mean, that's not an easy shot to execute.
No, it is not. And the fact that you're able to take what momentum was gained and throw it on its head immediately is a brilliant show of gamesmanship. Can they get another right off the kickoff? It is Buttermilk Biscuit with the delivery from Mopal.
Look at this touch. Goes into the 50, knowing they're going to get the contact, and just a floater. Smack dab in the middle. That is beautiful teamwork. Beautiful synergy out of this Twos team. Now they have regained the lead. And now, I mean, just 25 seconds off the clock, and we got 3 goals on the board.
Yeah, this is really fun stuff. And they are looking to make it even more so. I was looking at the back and forth between these two teams on the statistical charts. And neither team have shown themselves to be slouches as far as the top pairing goes. They work together in tandem so well. And Spidey gonna 720 on this one.
Woo. I mean, that's a great touch. Buttermilk gets a fantastic save, but the trail by Spidey 720 there, absolutely right place, right time. That's just pure mechanics right there. That's pure instinct, and that's pure Rocket League at its finest.
Yes, it is, and we are Deuces Wild. Not even a minute into game number 2. These two teams high octane. You know what? Let's forget commentary. Let's just talk about how quick to score these two are. It's been great individual offensive play, and it's completely reset everything we'd like to say.
I mean, yeah. Let's just be in awe of that and take a look at what Buttermilk's going to do here with the ball in their own defensive third. Going to carry the ball, and actually with the 50 there from end of view, is going to be bounced into their own right-hand corner there. End of view with a little bit of positioning. Shot on goal. Does not fall. The third man comes up big for the Sabres.
Yes, it does, and with a minute and a half gone by in game number 2. It's strange to think about. In a mere smattering of 90 seconds, we've already seen 5 goals. It's bound to slow down here eventually. And it seems like the Sabres are going to try to even pick up the pace more off of the demo. You be your own lead man.
Oh, man, that is unfortunate because I thought that was a goal for sure. I thought they were setting up Mopal there on the follow. I thought they were just going to let their teammate have the joy there, and nobody gets the goal in the end. Sag Boy hours for them.
Well, let's see how they work this out. It is the Rhinos down by 1. No stranger to being down in this series so far. Still kind of unfathomable to me that this team went down by 2 and they immediately brought it back in quick confines. The Sabres here showing that they are no strangers to doing that as well. A little bit of a questionable challenge from Spidey. Going to give a lot of room to Mopal, who's going to be apt to put it in.
Kendo, take a look at this touch coming in from Mopel off the high backboard and then near post.
Yeah.
That's not an easy shot once again. The mechanics being showed by both these teams right now are blowing my mind. I absolutely suck at Rocket League. I'm not even going to pretend like I'm a good player. My 13-year-old, or I'm sorry, my 14-year-old now just had a birthday, beats me regularly. And I mean, this is just fanatic work coming out from both these teams right now.
Billy, I'm pretty sure you do not have to be an absolute lord on the pitch to know you cannot challenge backwards and expect to have a high percentage play on the ball, and that is twice now. Mopel has put this team on the back foot, and they are paying dividends. Up 3 now with 2:14 to go.
Hat trick lead is always a very comfortable lead, and you can slow the game down now. Unless you are wanting to make a statement, you need to watch about your rotations here, especially in twos. So very important. Buttermilk Biscuit, I love the slow play off the backboard. It's going to allow you to get time to get back into your defensive third should that offensive push not work.
Ooh. That was a very interesting challenge that we had coming together of sorts of the defense, and 150-50 could have spoiled the entire thing, but it is the Rhinos still with a 3-goal deficit trying to bring this game back, and I'm not sure that's the physical play you want to go for. If you're end of view, you're seeing them shadow all the way into the defensive corner. That is not productive defense in twos. If you know you have someone behind you, you need to get out on that ball, because a majority of these shots are coming because of that lackadaisical initial defensive touch.
I mean, end of you waiting inside the goal, kind of like a moray eel coming out of their cave. Snap that one back. Spidey, shot, no good. Buttermilk Biscuit, what a save. 0 boost and still had the stamina to get up.
Son of a biscuit, indeed. And he's going to push that one right on out. The defenses, contrary to what we saw in the first half, are going to prove to be superior on the back end of this match. And the Sabres, they get a perfect setup. Routine goal here for Mopel.
Just the unselfishness. You love to see it.
Love
First gets the mega boost there, then the little kiss, and then just peels out of the way to let Mopel have their way with the ball, and it's in the back of the net.
Now, if you're the Rhinos, 38 seconds to go, 4 goals. I mean, I'd be foolish to say this is an impossibility, especially in light of the fact that we hit off 5 goals in the first 75 seconds between these two teams. But I think you're looking at solace from here on out in game number 2. 22 to go, and yeah, the Sabres just going to score another one. You're the Rhinos, you have to keep charging.
I mean, that's what Rhinos are good for, but sometimes the charge needs to be a little bit better weighted in regards to the score line. So, yeah, I think a little bit of salve for the wound for the Rhinos right now. They eke out a 1-goal win in game number 1, but this is an absolute turn of events here. And, you know, the Sabres filling all their oats right now. Definitely want to start wasting the time clock here. 10 seconds left. You don't want to give the Rhinos a goal here and give them any sort of momentum going into game number 3.
Asking you shall receive, though, as this is momentum lost for the Sabres. The benefactor, the pickup, going to be end of view. That is wonderfully played right down. The finesse from the Fennec.
I love it. I love it. It was just a little kiss. Just a little kissy kiss, a little tappy tap, go in your hole and get home. Maybe Buttermilk Biscuit's gonna try to hold this one. No, they're good. They're good. They'll take that 4-goal lead and take it to pay dirt. Buttermilk Biscuit, look at that. 2 Guardian Angel saves as well as 8 centered balls. I mean, that's exactly what you want to see out of your back man, your second man. They are playing out of their mind right now, and Mopel is absolutely making a Ginsu job out of the Rhinos defense, turning them left and back and right around. You spin me right round, baby, right round. And they have no answer for it right now. So Mopel has been just dicing their way through this entirety. I don't know, man. I don't know, Kendo. This one is going to be hard to call. I mean, it's a very complicated 1st to 3 now.
I'm not sure where Mopel was on my stat sheet, but I tell you what, I know where Mopel is at this very moment, 2 games in to the Champion League championship. That is bound for an MVP if this continues forward. The Sabres have looked in fuego, and they are far from extinct in this series.
I tell you what, the other thing is that Spidey 720 has not made a very big impression on me in this series. We've seen a lot of end of you. We've seen maybe, you know, some fortunate touches come out, but Spidey has been kind of silenced here by the Sabres.
Oh, we'll see who goes down swinging as Mobile will score the first goal in game number 3, and it comes off of a end of you miss that once again puts the Rhinos. It leaves me questioning how blind is this pachyderm.
You caught me off guard with that one, Kendo. I'm not going to lie, but I'm here for it. And Buttermilk Biscuit decides that violence is the answer. The self-pass off the backboard at full glory. Lovely stuff out of Buttermilk Biscuit.
And tell you what, the Rhinos can bring everything back. They just have to be sure of the challenges that we are getting. At the moment, they look just combobulated in their defensive zone. That's 2 straight misses, 2 early goals for the Sabre, and it may end up being something that puts the momentum of Game 3 out of reach.
Well, a little bit of overzealousness there from the Sabres and giving a little bit of a sniff to the Rhinos here. Anything will work here for them. They just need to get something on the board, some kind of positive momentum to work in their favor. Wow! I spoke your name earlier. I think he may have taken exception to that, Kendo.
Yeah, I mean, speak it into existence, my friend, because this is the time for everyone on the pitch to peak. And for the Sabres, they went up 2 in game number 1. They saw that 2 goals returned in very quick fashion. Now the Rhinos are going to have to do it again in game 3.
What a 50 there in the corner by Buttermilk Biscuit, taking Spidey out of the play. Shot on goal. My God, that was all set up from Buttermilk Biscuit. The 50, the pop ball up, the whiff coming out of Spidey, and Mopel, like a frickin' sniper, just takes it in. There's the 2-goal lead once again, my friend.
But the thing that is concerning to me, all 3 of the goals for the Sabres have come off of defensive mishaps. The slightest mistake is turning into a majority of the Sabres offense here in game number 3. And now with the 50-50, they'll get another one on through. They are able to possess this ball, and they are going to try to kill out some additional time with that momentous advantage.
Well, I think they're, oh my God, what a demo. Are you going to be able to? No, you're not. End of you says, nay, you're not going up by a hat trick over me, over my dead body. But Buttermilk Biscuit, oh my God, the touch. End of you once again, putting the team on the back of their, the back of their chassis there. Buttermilk Biscuit not done yet. Looking for more. Mopel whiffs on it.
Oh, no whiff from Spidey on the goal line, though. And the Rhinos, they're starting to look a little more stout in the net. That is one thing that they do desperately need. You don't want to fall behind. Mopel does win the challenge in the midfield. And I appreciate the tenacity. Both teams really going for it. But it's the Sabres who are winning a majority of these challenges and the foot races to them.
I think it's reactions. I think their reaction to the play, the run of play, is what they're really seizing upon. They're also giving a little bit of buffer when they start getting into the midfield area. When they start getting into the defensive third, there's a definite little bit of
goodness.
Oh my! Somebody clip it. Somebody clip that. Look at this touch. They take the contact. Watch this right here.
Delicious. You don't need to be a chef to know just how good that play was. And that bump may go down in the annals of history for the Champion League, especially for the Sabres as they are fighting for their first championship as a franchise within the MLE. And Buttermilk Biscuit gonna put a little more of that love on it.
I mean, they've slathered my biscuit, slap my face, and butter my biscuit. That is exactly what you want to see coming out from everybody there. I mean, Buttermilk Biscuit finally getting on the board, too. It's really been the Mopal show, and Mopal setting up that goal once again with physicality, well-timed, well-judged physicality, to say the least.
So now with a 4-goal lead, the Sabres looking very comfortable as the predominant predator in this matchup. A long goal here by Mopal, and once again, the Rhinos seem to be crumbling under the pressure.
I mean, they are caving in just a little bit. This is starting to get to be a little bit rowdy here. If that is even an adjective, I'm not sure if it is, but I'm going to make it one. It's a Billyism, so we'll go ahead and throw that into my dictionary now. But, I mean, like I said, they're just taking these 50 challenges. They're taking any kind of aggression that's coming out from the Rhinos. They're kind of measuring the weight of the pressure and the challenge, and then they're reacting to it in the most beautiful way.
Ooh, Spidey was almost able to hang on that one. Had to give that one a moment of silence because I thought it could have been a real game changer for this Rhino squad that is searching for something. I'd like them to go back to the fundamentals. I'd like to see them make sure that they are getting in on some of these challenges, because everywhere they go, the bumps are coming.
I mean, they just need to up their own brand of physicality. I think they need to,
Mercy.
yeah, I mean, this is just, it's turning into a slaughter fest here. The Sabres are definitely taking exception to anything that the Rhinos are throwing out. That is a double hat trick lead, 98 seconds left on the clock.
Well, Billy, I tell you what, 90 seconds, as you said, still left on the clock. How do you feel about Rio de Janeiro? How good you look in a mankini?
I mean, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it.
No? Okay.
No, I'm definitely not a fan of that. I think that they, I think that you said a statement here by just continuing to pour the goals in.
Yeah, that might be the perfect remedy to everything that was just said, because nobody wants to see our ivory white bodies on the beach anytime soon.
Speak for yourself.
Well, you know what? End of you is going to bring an end to that conversation.
I'll allow it just because they scored. But
Yes.
Yeah, nobody wants to see my pasty white body on the beach. I'm going to be real with everybody right now. But what is real is that it is not a Brazil anymore. It is only a 5-goal margin now. Once again, stabbed to the wound. But now they need to connect something else. I think they need to get 2 goals in succession and really take it to the Sabres. Because right now, Mopal is all over the pitch. Buttermilk Biscuit is starting to feel their oats too. And man, I mean, End of You has been silenced. Spidey is pretty much a non-factor. We saw a goal come out of them, but that's about it here in this 3rd game of the series.
One of those statistics that you see in retrospect, hindsight 2020, but throwing some of the replays into ball chasing, you're able to understand just how fast and just how much someone is moving on the pitch. Right now, Mopal, far and away, the leader in distance traveled as a participant in this championship. It's going to be the Rhinos who have to pick up the pace, and they're showing us they can do so.
Well, I mean, that's 2 on the try. I mean, that's what I wanted. I wanted them to be able to answer back something, give a little bit of what the Sabres have been dishing out for the past 2 games. And man, this could be a little bit of a turning point here, Kendo. This might be where they start realizing, hey, if we just slow down a little bit and get ourselves in the game and use our brains a little bit more than our brawn, maybe we can pull ourselves back into this series. However, 3 games in, it is a 2-1 lead to the Sabres. That is a 4-goal victory there for them in this game. And man, I mean, do you think that maybe the winds of change might have fluttered a little bit? Maybe a lift of the skirt here or two?
I'm not going to go that far. I will say, however, the Rhinos do have the ingredients to bring themselves back into this series yet again. We've seen it in little flashes, pinches of what we need in order for them to perform in a way that would bring them right back into the series, but we have not seen the full execution of the recipe. It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake, but if you're going to win championships, you're going to have to be able to keep up with your opponent.
Well, we're going to head to Utopia to see how their recipe is coming along. Here's a massive ingredient, maybe a flavor booster, maybe a flavor bomb, an umami bomb, if you will.
Ooh.
What if they just decide to take Mopal out of the game completely? Don't let them play the game on their terms. That might be a way to flip this around.
Or maybe they just need to hack into the game, change Mopal to Maple, and then we'll have a completely different flavor set on the pitch for us. You know what? I apologize. Tongue in cheek, I shouldn't have done that. Bringing back the mispronunciation of the shame on me.
Shame. I need to get the meme out right now from Game of Thrones and get my bell out. But, you know, what is not happening right now, the early goals have not happened so far. We are 30 seconds in. This is the first time in this series. Well, I speak.
Wow.
32 seconds. I'm sorry, 34. 34 seconds in. Now we have a goal. What a touch from Spidey. And end of view. I mean, double commit absolutely got punished there. This is the first lead that the Rhinos have had in quite a while.
Yes. As we said, a lot of the little things are there. They just haven't been able to bring them together in a culmination as of yet. And a 50-50 win for End of View will once again make sure that they're able to keep this lead safe and sound, at least for now. Priority gonna go to the Sabres here in the offensive zone. Buttermilk trying to work the corner, and Spidey, that is a mistouch, but End of View will win the foot race to the challenge.
Oof. I thought that was a definite possibility there, but Buttermilk actually cutting out his own teammate and not able to finish up on the ball. End of view, looking for the finish. Nope, this is going to be a fast break the other way. Will Mobile have the wherewithal to get there? Yes, they will.
My goodness, really good stuff from Mobile. And yes, wherewithal. So important to have. You understand that this is my breakaway. And the conversation within the communication between the two is oh so important. If there is a chance for an on-goal...
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Hold that thought.
Can I get a not like this in the chat, please? I need to see a whole bunch of curly-haired kids holding their heads.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That's about as bad as it can go if you are the Rhinos. You were up by 1, you scored first blood, and will you be able to get it back here? Spidey needs it and does. Where Deuce is wild again.
Thank you, Queso, for the meme that I was going for there. Yeah, Buttermilk Biscuit. That was just too hard of a shot, and I mean, they buried it in the back of the net. Good Lord! Now we are tied once again. Not even a minute and a half off the clock. Here we go. Game 1 vibes once again, Kendo. 4 goals in the first minute 28. And End of View is going to get the hat trick there. Well, not the hat trick. It's going to be a hat trick as far as the score is. Man, Mopal with a wonky touch. Hello?
Yeah, this was very weird because Mobile had the teammate forward, could have sent a pass up, and Mobile's MO throughout this entire series has been, let's keep the speed going. That's the first mite of hesitation that we've seen out of Mobile in this entire series, and it was their undoing on the defensive end, at least in this specific spot. I'm very confident that they can bring this one back. But it was a very strange occurrence to me here in game number 4.
Well, it's the physicality that's being exerted upon Mopal right now. That's a big reason. Oh my God.
My goodness.
No way. Yep. Double commit gets punished there. I mean, you got to get that ball out a little bit quicker, Mopal. You cannot be a ball hog here, and that's what we're kind of starting to see. I'm the hero. Hero plays generally get punished. It doesn't matter the game, and that's what we're starting to see. 2-goal lead. It's matching the biggest lead of the night. 2 minutes in, 6 goals on the board.
I mean, we're finally starting to see some of that Rhino physicality as well. That was made possible due in part to the fact that you saw a physical zoning off of the second man on defense.
Oh, Buttermilk.
Buttermilk Biscuit gonna slather it. Is that Paula Dean? I think so. Mobile's gonna send it home.
Yes! You have matched me, my friend. But let me tell you what, Bobby Flay couldn't have had better knife skills than what Buttermilk did to the Rhinos there along the sideboard, slicing and dicing just like a Ginsu knife. Oh my word. That was all set up by Buttermilk Biscuit.
Now, looks like the Sabres are looking for more, like Hitakaru Kobayashi before them. Do they have another one to down? Not on this specific opportunity. It's gonna be a long bomb from Spider. No, my goodness, I thought Spidey actually had that. It'll be just wide. I was worried there for a second. We might see a quick quelling of momentum, but I think both teams are upping the pace more and more.
I mean, this is going to play into the Rhinos, though. I mean, they want the pace. We've seen Mopel, go at like 6th gear all day long, and the Rhinos have kind of been drifting along in 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, but all the more reason, like, if you are the Rhinos, you want to make sure that you're forcing Mopel to change those gears. That little bit of hesitation, if you were a shark, it'd be blood in the water that you're smelling. You understand that what you're doing right now is working.
Well, I mean, Mopel that time not being the ball hog, trying to get the ball forward to Buttermilk Biscuit, picks up the Mega there, and now they have a starvation on these Mega boosts. Let's see what Mopel can do here in the corner. I was trying to figure out where the ball is actually going to land out and who was actually going to be on the end of it.
I agree with you there, and the boost preservation, always a huge thing in twos, especially because it's not always about how much boost you have in a certain moment as much as how you're using the boost that you already have and how you can path yourself to stay within the confines of in the way, but also in the play.
Well, 2 games on the trot here for the Sabres. They're looking pretty dicey right now. Mopel's going to have to figure out something here in the corner. Doesn't find the connection with Buttermilk Biscuits. 43 seconds left on the clock. Buttermilk Biscuit, great 50 there. Gets into the corner. What are you going to do with the ball, though? What is the intention behind that touch?
You know, that's the thing. And it's starting to worry me about the Rhinos. They need to make sure they have the intention behind each and every touch. It's the most critical point in twos. And Buttermilk Biscuit, there's a lot of intent to kill behind the long ball. The problem is you're taking yourself completely out, and that was a 2v1 with a zone in front. End of you just had to walk it in.
Yeah, but look at what Spidey did. That's set up by Spidey. Spidey said, you are not going to play the game here. 2-goal lead, 16 seconds, not completely out of the realm, but it's looking pretty dark.
Love the fact that this game in series already looking like it could go the distance. I'm not going to curse it just yet, but the fact that we are 4 games in and we are clandestine for a game 5 on even footing, both teams making adjustments, you could not ask for better Champion League action.
This is what we wanted to see. I mean, this is what we wanted. 1 second left, hat trick lead, definitely done and dusted here. Just gonna touch the ball, let it drop down. There it is. There is our equalizer in the series. Man, there it is again. End of you. The aggressor, 5 first touches. Look at that. 11 shots to 6. Buttermilk Biscuit without a single shot. That speaks volumes to what we just saw on the pitch. Mopel might be a little bit of a ball hog at this moment because Buttermilk Biscuit did not get any kind of offensive opportunity trying to set up his teammate, but you know, the road has to go both ways. It's not a one-way street here, Mopel. You've got to get your other teammate involved. It can't be all, beautiful layup passes to you for you to dunk on.
Yeah, and it goes hand in hand with some of the little points that we noticed. Mopel not passing it off. Mopel maybe hesitating a little bit, trying to take too much on themselves in this high-pressure moment. Yes, pressure builds diamonds, but it also crushes cars. And at this point in time, the Sabres look a little more fossilized after game number 4.
Yeah, I mean, and I thought the momentum was clearly in their favor, but now, I mean, you're seeing it on the field. I mean, they're starting to crumble a little bit. Once again, I noticed it in game number 1. Once Buttermilk Biscuit got more inserted into the offense, more inserted into the passing plays, that's where they started really finding their groove, and they kind of went away from it in game number 4, and now you see that we're all tied up once again.
Well, here we go. Game number 5 going to be a pivotal one between these two squadrons. And for the Sabres, will they be able to get that team involvement back? In fact, some of the brilliant team plays that we saw in game number 3, it could be the highlights of the entire series if they end on a positive note here. They just need to be a little more consistent on it. Buttermilk, long distance bomb, gonna score the first blood 40 seconds in.
I mean, that's got to do wonders for the psyche there for the Sabres. I mean, that was just a self-created goal. Just right place, right time, right angle on the ball. No chance for the Rhinos to get back. And that's what you want to see. You want to see them come out right out the gate and start the scoring right away.
Oh, that's an open net as well. They're just waiting out the Rhinos. The Rhinos, if they can't hear it, they're not reacting to it in a timely fashion. End of view in no man's land, and Mopal realizes it, pushes through, finds the far corner. That is such good patience.
You know, that's the other thing. We saw them pressing a lot there in game number 4. So one of these two teams is going to go on match point here. And I think Mopal may have realized the error of their ways, maybe getting a little bit more overzealous than normal. Definitely needs to kind of retain and curtail those positive hyper emotions that come through when you're starting to feel in the zone. Mopal's going to go up and grab this ball in the air, dump it in towards the Mega, and gets the demo for their work.
Ooh, they are looking to shred the defense of the Rhinos. Just have not been able to see it to full fruition as of yet, but they have nerfed the entire offensive potential, as well as made sure that this ball is taking its time. Look at the orchestration. Buttermilk and Mopal seamlessly together.
Well, now they've gotten back on the same sheet of music, Kendo. I mean, they were playing two completely different genres of music. I mean, one may have been, a drum player and the other one a clarinet player, but still. Yeah. Now they're back creating beautiful music together. Hat trick lead, only a minute and 32 off the clock. Well, now a minute 40 off the clock. Good Lord. This is starting to feel like games 2 and 3 all over again.
And it does not stop. If you're the Sabres, you want to keep the foot on the gas, albeit expensive. We'll see how Buttermilk fares with this midfield ball. Spidey maybe a little too far pushed up, and they will find a neutral ball over to end of view. This could be a brilliant orchestration, but will not be able to see it through the multi-layered defense, the buttery goodness that is the Biscuit, who's gonna see it through once again.
He gets a hat trick too. So the pressure now kind of being taken off of Mopal's chassis, and Buttermilk Biscuit says, you know what? I can carry this team too. There's a hat trick. 2:42 in, just about halftime, and they are absolutely firing on all, well, let's see, 12 of those Cinderlooters now. I think.
Yeah. You know what? We'll go with it. Most likely, I think I see what you're trying to say there. If anyone is a fact checker, can anybody verify the Octane is a V6? that would help us exponentially in that little word crafting punsmanship.
Yes. Yes. I'm going to hide my face in shame now. I'll be back in just a minute.
No worries. 2 minutes left on the clock, and the Rhinos are going extinct with the demos, the physical plays. Buttermilk and Mopal coming at them from all sides.
I mean, they're waiting for the play to come to them, okay? And it's not in the same way that the Rhinos are. They're being proactive in their movements. They've got the boost to be able to speed onto the ball when they see a little bit of a mistouch. That's the difference between the passivity from the Rhinos and the passivity from the Sabres. The Sabres have the ability to flip that switch as soon as they want to. And here we go again. I mean, the touches from Buttermilk Biscuit have been exquisite here in game number, game number 5. The bump, hello?
Yeah. I mean, get you some skin, if you know what I mean. Make sure you take them out of the play as much as possible. But for the Rhinos, that is a much-needed goal. here in the tail end of this number 5. They might be able to build something off of it right now. Oh my gosh.
What?
Oh no, the miss, and Mopel's able to put it in. That could have been a 2-goal swing either way.
It could have been. Oh, Buttermilk has got to be just slapping themselves in the face. Well, how did I miss it? But you know what? That's what you got a teammate for. And, you know, they clean up the trash in front of the goal.
Well, that's kind of presumptuous. We're looking at championship contenders right now, Billy. I don't know you want to go that far into the waste management of things. Oh, no! Buttermilk able to get this save, and do they have a quick transition? The pass, the ball off of the backboard, and Mopel looking to maybe slow this down, not in their own personal pacing, but in trying to keep the possession right there in the offensive zone. They interweave a couple extra touches together. They force a 50-50, but they're going to find themselves on the losing side of that specific challenge. The Rhinos, once again, they look just a tiny bit out of sorts when they are off the ball, and they need to make sure that they have a game plan when they have both possession of the ball and when they are going for possession of the ball, because those little moments that they look lost, the Sabres are noticing right away, and they're making them pay.
They made them pay 3 out of the 5 games so far. They're going to go up on match point here, grand finals championship point, and it just depends on what the score is going to be at the end of these 5 minutes here. Spidey trying to get a consolation goal. Mopel and company getting back in defense. Yeah, 10 seconds left. Now it's just about killing the clock and mitigating any kind of a momentum builder for the Rhinos.
Yeah, I'm looking at the shots, and we'll get into the kind of the in-between games ahead of time. Buttermilk Biscuit in this match said, Mopel, look at me! Give me an opportunity, and did exactly that on the offensive side of things. 10 shots, converted 4 of those into goals, and really the Rhinos, they didn't even have the time to look as out of sorts as they made them out to be. They were just really caught behind the 8 ball a large portion of game number 5.
I mean, shots on goal, 13, 4 saves on that out of 6 goals going in. So, man, I mean, they're just getting caught out. They're getting demoed. They're getting bumped in front of their own net. I mean, we saw a couple of great breakaway plays from Buttermilk and Mopel. I mean, definitely not feeling greedy on the ball this time, my friend. And, you know, I said it before, if you let Buttermilk insert themselves into the game, you're going to have a better time of it. And that is the proof in the pudding right there. You see it playing out in front of us. If you share the ball, you share the possession, you share the workload, you're going to be coming out on top. This is match point now for the Sabres. Oh, man, I can't wait to see what game number 6 is going to bring for us here. A little bit of a lobby reset for us here. You know, a little bit of a breather for the Rhinos. They're facing match point. They need to win 2 in a row to get themselves the championship. And I tell you what, I think this was the perfect time to take that tactical timeout and, you know, get your comms together, get your wits together, get your game plan set, and then figure out what you're going to do to stop the tandem that are the Sabres. Because I tell you what, they look like they are coming out of extension, my friend. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. This is what we live for.
Yes, it is, as I know I'm going to be working on getting myself back into the lobby here, but tactical timeout or a downed lobby? I don't know for sure, but I definitely think it favors the Rhinos in particular, taking a deep breath, wanting to get as much time as possible to think about, okay, they're on match point. We need to make sure that we're sure of ourselves. We can't have any more of the mistakes. We can't have any more of those missed challenges, especially in defensive zones, because the Sabres have shown themselves each and every time to be an apt competitor who is ready to take those possessions away from you and make the most out of them.
Well, we'll see if the Sabres can continue their winning ways. They lost the first game. They lost the fourth game. They've won 2, 3, and 5. They are facing championship point here, my friend. And we're waiting for the Rhinos to get into the lobby here.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more server issues than maybe was anticipated. But yeah, I think this is going to work.
They're working on testing everything out. Don't worry too much, Billy. Let's talk about dinner. Let's talk about the dinner of the night, and that is the fact that there are 2 more games potentially for us on the docket. One more if the Sabres look to take the immediate advantage that they've already booked themselves. They're fighting, Billy, for their first ever franchise MLE championship, and that takes a lot of greatness for the 2 who are on that squad. I know, because still to this day, I mean, there's a reason that this is a division champion shirt and not a world champion shirt. It's because I ended up not being able to play in the playoffs. You know what?
I'm sad for you. I feel that. I had to miss a game for a divisional championship when I was playing soccer as a young lad. But I tell you what, this is a 5-course menu for tonight. We've already had the appetizer. We've already had the amuse-bouche. Right now, we are on the salad course. The entree's coming up, and then the crowning pinnacle of the night will be the dessert. That'll be our 5th game of the night. I mean, it's a prefix menu. Everybody's getting something when they leave. Either you're coming out with a trophy, or you're leaving empty-handed and just some bitter taste left in your mouth. So one way or another, you're getting something out of this meal. But still, I mean, the who really wins here is the fans that have been supporting us all night long in chat. We see you. I've kind of tried to interact with you guys every chance I get a chance, but I just haven't had the time. I'm sorry. I love you, though. Really, I do. But, game number 6 will be upcoming here very shortly.
Yes, it will be, as I do believe that they have approved the lobby. We're looking at getting in to this next match, and oh boy, is it going to be of the utmost importance between these 2 teams. Could it be the deciding factor for the Sabres, or do the Rhinos have one last charge in them that could dock them on their way to 4 seasons out from their initial inaugural championship, putting themselves right back in it, and go lo and behold, it'd be Champions League 2 once again. That won them their glory. So we're getting ready to go, Billy.
Oh, here we go.
One last shot for the Rhinos. 2 more for the Sabres. One is going to go home with the trophy. The other one, oh so close, but so far away.
Well, I think the Rhinos have got to come out here with fire in their eyes and something a little extra in the tank. The nitrous boost needs to be coming out here. They need to take it to the Sabres. They cannot keep taking these physical battles and not getting anything out of them.
Well, speaking of physical battles, will physicality dictate game number 6? Or will it be back to the drawing board for both of these teams? End of view, looking to control that ball out of the middle. So look at the dynamic touch all the way back into their own zone. Buttermilk Biscuit off the sidewall, has the touchdown! That's it! That's it, Billy!
Oh my God, look at this touch. Yes, there is providence in it. Do not say that you planned that, but the whip, but the fake on the touch was absolutely planned.
Oh my goodness. It's the presence behind it that causes so much more thought, and the Sabres will take the early lead here. That could be the straw that breaks the Rhinos' ankle, and I'm not sure how that works logistically.
I mean, that's going to be a very strong hit indeed, because, I mean, Rhino ankle's got to be thick. But what's not thick is the movement back and forth. This is thin, this is streamlined, this is fast. Buttermilk Biscuit playing it along the back of their board and now looking for those sweet finesse touches.
Oh,
once
my
again,
goodness.
The touch is absolutely dirty.
Well, the Sabres have come out. They are not playing nice. They are choosing violence here in game number 6. Violence and fakes Mopal looking for end of you, takes them completely out of the position. That has made this entire defensive possession very awkward. They're not able to get through the defensive forecheck. Mopal, potential double tap, has it! That's a second goal for the Sabres!
Oh my God, Kendo, that was perfection. Look at the break, the double kiss, beauty of a goal right there. The intention behind every touch right now from the Sabres is saying, we are going to be the champions. It is up to the Rhinos right now to flip the script.
You can put two teammates into that top 5 of MVPR. That does not seem to matter as Buttermilk Biscuit is going to add insult to injury. MVPR, the statistics, none of it seem to be relevant at this point in time. It's just the Sabres ever present in the Rhino zone. And unless they get territorial, unless they push those Sabres out, they aren't going to be able to get anywhere.
Buttermilk Biscuit's mechanics and witness on the ball has been nothing short of spectacular in games 2, 3, 5, and now 6. This has been a masterclass on how that you don't have to take a direct 50 into a challenge. Oh my God, I thought that was a shot from Mopal. It was a shot. I thought it was going, far post, upper 90, but still, I think, if the Rhinos right now, they get a goal right now, it gets them some wind beneath their wings. They get a little bit of that momentum. They get a little bit more confidence, and I think that End of You is going to have to pull something out of the back of their trunk right now to do something. No, not like this. Not like this. Not like this.
I do like the fact, though, End of You looking to keep that ball in the offensive zone, keep it in dangerous confines. And now, with the push across, Buttermilk Biscuit jumping on it immediately. Understood. Interference could not be lost on that circumstance. It could have been the Rhinos' first goal. Instead, it's yet another offensive push that the Sabres will look to bring in. Sabres up by 3, 2 minutes to go. Champion League on the line. End of You, the shot will score, and they're going to get at least one back, Philly.
That's what I wanted to see, and we're sub 2 minutes now, Kendo, so the impetus is absolutely on the Rhinos right now. They've got to score 2 goals in the next 1 minute, 56 seconds. Otherwise, their season is Dunsky. They're going to have that bitter taste in their mouth coming into season number 15.
Oh my. You know what? This one I'm just watching.
Yep. God, I think our groans said it all, Kendo. Just the laser accuracy coming out of Mopal from a 3/4 pitch shot. End of You tried to get up in time, could not find any joy on it.
In 3s, that doesn't always happen. In 2s, however, you put a ball in the general vicinity of the net, it does have a chance, whether you can influence the defense one way or another. That time around, it was just the smallest of misses. Now 90 seconds to glory. The Sabres, another ball in the box. That'll be right over the hood of Buttermilk Biscuit. Could have put the nail in the coffin. Instead, will settle for possession in the offensive zone. Spidey, the quick break. Might be able to find the angle here. It's a perfect set for End of You, but Buttermilk Biscuit will get the read. We're going down to 60 seconds, and the Rhinos need something other than a giveaway.
I mean, was it a giveaway or just a really good read on the ball and then a great execution of the shot? Season 13 looks to be ending in a blaze of glory for the Rhinos. And I tell you what, my friend, I'm feeling it for the Rhinos right now. They came back, they fought back, they got game number 1, they equalized it in game number 4, and now the 2-game skid is happening again. Less than a minute left on the clock, 45 seconds to be exact. Buttermilk Biscuit, there should be the dagger, the hat trick for both players.
You know it's not the dagger, though, Chef. This is going to be one more goal that the Sabres desperately want. They want the exclamation point. They want the shot on that line to create the punctuation on this championship. It's down for Mobile, and there it is. One more time, we're on our way to South America.
Somebody get the bossa nova starting, because there is the Brazil. The Jeu est bonite in Brazilian, or in Portuguese, because that's what they speak there. Yeah, I mean, this is the beautiful game. This has been a beautiful game. This has been a beautiful series. This is our third grand final of the night. We're going 6 games here, but I think it's going to end right here. Oh my God! Laser beam.
You know what? This might have been end of you. Going with the little bit of interruptive play. This is why we can't have good things, though, Chef.
Yeah, but at least it's not a Brazil anymore. I mean, we have to take our blessings where they are. Are we going to get to double digits, though? That's the real question. Buttermilk Biscuit says,
we're on the way.
Yeah, I mean, we're on 9 goals now,
My
17
goodness.
seconds. Yeah. This is starting to be a womp here, and I think that the mental has finally been broken.
At this point, though, yes, the Rhinos, I'm going to call it 8 goals in 17 seconds. I don't think it's ever been done in the history of Rocket League, even in speed runs, where people have tried to score as many goals as possible in a given amount of time. It would be nary a sight to see. The Sabres, however, they have the crescendo. They get the grandiose moment, and they win their first ever MLE championship.
Whew. And what a way to do it. You lose the first game on the trot. You win 2 more, and then you get equalized in game number 4. Then you take another 2 games to secure your first grand final championship. Congratulations, massive kudos to the Sabres. I'm 1-0 in the grand finals prognostication department too. I put my weight behind them. I went against everybody else's predictions and I came out right. Ha! No, seriously, that is a great job for them. Still, a fantastic job for the season that came out from the Rhinos. They come just a little bit short here, but man, salad course is done. Now we're on to the main course. We've got we got
Master League.
We got Master League coming up yet. I'm going to be in chat for the rest of the night. I'm going to go have a cocktail. I know that for sure. It's been a long day of casting already for me, and I could not have been more blessed to spend it with you, Kendo. What a fantastic night so far.
Absolutely, Billy. I mirror the opinion. I mirror the thought process on everything. It was a joy to be in the booth with you. It was a joy to get to see the Sabres winning their first ever franchise MLE championship. So you could not ask for anything more. Dreams are made on boundaries, glass ceilings broken tonight. It is brilliant to see, but sadly that means for you and I, it is all done and dusted. We do have the Master League coming up next, Junior P Cubed and Foof, but we also have the brilliant guys who have been doing work on the desk all night. Grant and Leachy. Gentlemen, take it away.
Kendo and Chef Billy, thank you very much for the fantastic call and presenting some fantastic content over that lovely series. Sabres win their first championship
in franchise history.
That's
mind
incredible.
You. Not just this season, not just under any particular leadership, but for the first time ever, the Sabres are champions.
Good job, Mopel and Maple. I see you guys. Good job. Well deserved. I've got to say, Grant, for a brief moment on the Rhinos, I'm very surprised a lot of those games went this way. I was talking up End of You and Spidey. and I really wasn't expecting a lot of those like multi-goal breakdowns that we saw.
Definitely not. And I lost 1,500 channel points betting on the Rhinos,
no.
and I also am now 2 for 3. I lost a prediction, but I mean, it's fine because I'm happy that there's a bigger picture storyline here. It's a championship. It's Mopal, one of your former teammates, if I'm not mistaken, who we're about to see more of soon.
Yes, can't wait. Sabres were fought very, very hard for this one. Mopal and Maple. FM and GM, if I'm not incorrect about that one. It has been a fantastic run, a fantastic series, and I cannot wait to talk to them soon. I think maybe Mopal may be ready. Mopal, do you have us? Can you hear us?
Perhaps.
You guys hear me?
I may have gone prematurely, so
Just a little bit.
apologies.
Wait.
Oh, Mopal, I think I see you. Can you hear us, dude?
Down there.
Yeah, I can.
Yes, he
Yes,
can.
he's down
Dude,
there.
Congratulations, my ex-teammate, my absolute darling. Mopal, you have won the Sabres' first ever championship. Give me your absolute first reactions.
That's a tough one. It's weird to go in and kind of build a team and not really know who you're going to use every week. I'd like to give a shout out to Angel and Needless, who didn't take the field tonight, but we literally had a different playoff roster every single match we ran. So I think it's an awesome thing to have a team that's that strong throughout the entire season.
Certainly. I mean, you mentioned Needless, who I believe it's kind of Emily for me is a little bit of a blur. So I don't remember like everything, but at one point Needless was on one of my rosters for CL. So to see him on a championship team makes me extraordinarily happy. As I would imagine, you've got to be happy picking up a victory, a championship, and as an FM, a playing FM, something that I could not do. So a lot of props that goes there. But how do you, first of all, I need to know how you balance playing and managing a franchise, and then kind of what's the culture that you pushed forward that you believe would have led you to this championship victory?
Yeah, I mean, Leachy can tell you how the Jets were, like whenever River was FM. I don't know how they're doing now. I'm sure they're great as well. Rexon's a great guy, but it really came down to just having staff that was really, really on top of everything. I was about as inactive as the other in like FL, ML, and AL as I could have been. They really just managed everything by themselves. I didn't need to get involved with those leagues whatsoever. I let them run it how they see fit, and so I could really dedicate all my time to CL. And I didn't even have to look at threes because Needless did such a good job as captain over there that it was really easy, honestly. And I think that, if you're an FM and you can kind of delegate things to people who are responsible and good people, then there's really no stress.
Having belief in your own franchise staff is very, very crucial because it, like you said, it allows you to be able to kind of go off and focus on the things that for you are going to be more important in the short term, which is going to be, like you said, your CL squad. So super happy for that. The Rhinos, again, I mean, you had to be some level of concerned about this team, and you had a couple like pretty severe blowout victories against them throughout the series. To you, what was that key element of their gameplay that you picked up on that you found eventually you were able to exploit and get the victory?
I think it was just adapting for every game, and they did the same thing. The games that they won, they really kind of figured us out. But I think once Biscuit kind of started being more confident in solo carry mode, it became a lot easier. But it was kind of just aggression, just kind of diving on the ball. Like we'd switch it up. We'd either be playing too slow, or we'd decide to kind of play aggressive and try to get the ball away from them. So it was kind of a mesh of things.
It's really cool to see what you guys were able to pull off against such a fierce Rhinos team. Again, congratulations, Mope. We are going to let you go celebrate because everybody knows you need to go do that. There's probably a big old voice chat party waiting for you on the other side. So congratulations yet again, and thanks for being with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. The Sabres, first-time championship winners. Very, very happy for that team in orange. And you're right. The the culture in the Jets initially was to have just absolute banger watch parties. So I would expect some VCs over in the Sabres Sabres server to be absolute chock full of players as well.
100%. I mean, if you're not, and especially after a championship, if you're not partying, you're not doing something right. If there's ever one of you out there that goes to bed after winning a championship, I'm coming after you.
Oh, no.
You need to celebrate. You need to do something spectacular for your team. No doubt about it.
Could not agree more. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on with the evening from Championship League, we are going up at least one more rung of the ladder of minor league esports. Stick around. We've got more Rocket League after this break.
The only reason I would predict this is because it's MLE. And this league always delivers.
Putting it into the right side. That's off the back. Taylor's going to score. Okay, 5 seconds left. He's got it up the sidewall. This is a shot. It's going to be off the nose. The carry's off the back. Ties the game. Big Leo, are you going to do something insane?
Lights, camera.